Hey Star Warriors, this is Alex from Star Wars Minute taking over for Stargeek today, bringing you another episode of Star Wars Factor Beam, the series where you learn 5 Star Wars facts that you can't pull away from. Each episode is centered around a certain character, film, or category. In today's episode, the character under lockdown in the cell block level of the Fact Star is a personal favorite of mine, Biggs Darklighter. So let's dive in with fact number 1. In the original theatrical cut of Star Wars back in 1977, Biggs was simply credited as Red 3. But many additional scenes were filmed featuring the character. One of those scenes was included in the 1997 special edition and showed Luke reuniting with his old friend.
Biggs! I don't believe it! Hey! How are you? Great! Hey, you coming up? I'll be right up there with you, and if I got stories to tell you...
His other scene was meant to take place near the beginning of the film, in which he informs Luke of his plans to join the rebellion, and Luke tells him that he'll always be the best friend he ever had. This scene is now available on the Blu-ray release. Despite their removal from the final cut of the film, these scenes were all present in the radio drama and novelization. Garrick Hagen, the actor that portrayed Biggs, expressed some disappointment in the Anchorhead scenes being cut, mostly because he felt that it lessened the impact of Biggs' death during the Battle of Yavin.
I'm not going to wait around for the Empire to draft me into service. The rebellion is spreading, and I want to be on the side I believe in.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm stuck here.
Fact number 2. So yes, Biggs was the childhood friend of Luke Skywalker, but in earlier versions of the script, he was the son of King Chaos, and brother to the character that would eventually become Leia Organa. In the second draft of the script, Biggs' role was changed yet again to the younger brother of Luke, Starkiller. It wasn't until the third draft that Biggs' relationship with Luke was finally set in stone.
Hey, Biggs! I told you I'd make it someday.
It'll be like old times, Luke. You'll never stop us.
Fact number 3. Biggs' age is somewhat up for debate. The likely correct answer is that he was 24 years old at the time of his death, a fact pulled from the Essential Guide to Characters. However, in the X-Wing series of books, Biggs' cousin Gavin, who was born 10 years before the Battle of Yavin, states that Biggs was 8 years older than he was, which would not only make Biggs 18 at the time of his death, but 1 year younger than Luke. But both of these sources are legends now, so we may never know the truth.
It just isn't fair. Oh, Biggs is right. I'm never gonna get out of here.
Fact number 4. In material that is now considered legends, there were some discrepancies regarding when Biggs actually joined the rebellion. In the already mentioned deleted scenes, just after the theft of the plans to the Death Star, Biggs is just about to join. But in the official strategy guide to the game X-Wing, it states that Biggs was a part of the mission to steal the Death Star plans. This mix-up was later retconned by the comic Star Wars Empire Darklighter, which revealed that Biggs simply kept the entire truth from Luke.
I made some friends at the Academy. When our frigate leaves for one of the central systems, we're going to jump ship and join the Alliance.
The rebellion?
Quiet down. You got a mouth bigger than a meteor.
I'm quiet. Listen how quiet I am. You can barely hear me.
Fact number 5. In that same comic series, Biggs is depicted wearing the only appearance of a special TIE fighter pilot's helmet that contains a clear visor. This was done simply so the artist could depict emotions on Biggs' face as he flew, despite the fact that this helmet design is not canon even by Legend standards.
Well, take it easy, buddy. You'll always be the best friend I've ever had.
So long, Luke.
That wraps up this episode of Factor Beam. Did you learn anything about Biggs today? If so, let us know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Stargeek for weekly Star Wars content, and if you missed Stargeek today, you can check him out over on my channel, Star Wars Minute, where you can see new Star Wars lore videos every weekday. I cover both canon and Legends material, including characters, history, ships, creatures, and more. And today, Stargeek is talking about his favorite character, C-3PO. Until we meet again in a galaxy far, far away, you've been watching Stargeek.
Well, there it is.
The old stone needle. You know, you can see practically the whole canyon from this part of the rim.
Yeah. I don't know how I lived through all the crazy stunts we pulled down here.
Remember some of those? Boy, we had the hopper now. We could give those womp rats a surprise.
Oh, sorry. No, I am now valuable property. Keeping in mind the expensive cadet training, all graduates shall refrain from unnecessary risk-taking.
You? Do they happen to know how many stabilizer veins you've been up on the back stretch down there? Or how about the time you almost wiped out the stone needle?
I figured it was better not to mention those to my piloting instructors.
Boy, it hasn't been the same since you left, Biggs. It's been so quiet.
I'll bet.
Yeah, you were always number one around here, Biggs. You were the one who made things happen.
Well, it's a big galaxy, Luke. At the Academy, everybody was number one back where they came from. All of a sudden, I was just a face in the crowd.
Yeah, but you made it, Biggs. You're gonna see all those places we used to talk about.
Yep.
I guess won't be seeing you for a while.
Oh, maybe someday. I'll be watching for you.
Listen, next season, I'm gonna be going to the Academy for sure. No, I am. Take care of yourself.
So long, Luke.
Biggs,
Yeah.
do you really think those ships out there were just freighters?
Well, not if you say they were firing, hotshot.